So yeah, the obvious one, the Apple Cup. You feel the energy on the field, energy in the locker room. What's this game mean to everybody right now?
It means a lot to us, and not only us. It means a lot to the people around us, as far as the community, the students that go here, the WSU alumni, and we know that we have a good team coming into our environment, trying to beat us, and we're going to continue to work and stay locked in.
Yeah, you have last 3 games. Obviously, your yards from scrimmage and touchdowns are huge numbers and everything. What would you say is maybe the difference in just kind of how you're playing right now versus how you were earlier this season or earlier in your career? Do you feel like you're – and I know you've been not 100% healthy too. What's kind of been the key to your success, do you think?
Just not feeling sorry for myself. This late in the season, everybody has aches and hurts and injuries and stuff. So, even the man across from you, the guy on the opposing team, his body hurts too. So, you just got to engrave into your head that you got to be tough every play,
We've heard teams lose this game because they were too emotional throughout the week. How do you control that, being at a rivalry game and being senior day, that you aren't spent by Thursday or Friday and have nothing left in the tank for Saturday? How do you do that?
Just staying grounded and taking it day by day, moment by moment. It is a big game coming in, and I don't want to say it's just another game, but that's kind of how you got to treat it, because I feel like if you treat it any more than that, like you said, that's a lot of emotion. So, you just got to take it day by day, step by step, and just treat it like another game.
No school, no students, kind of a quiet atmosphere this week. Has that made preparation easier, harder, different? How's that gone for you?
I'd say maybe it made it easier, just because there aren't any distractions in town right now. It's kind of a ghost town, so the only thing there is to do is play football and get extra treatment and watch extra film, because there isn't nothing else to do. So you have to set your priorities straight with your free time. We have a lot of free time right now, so we're going to take advantage of it.
How difficult is it going to be to sit around Saturday waiting for a 7:30 kickoff for a rivalry senior day game?
We were actually just talking about that yesterday. It's going to be pretty hard, just having to sit in the hotel all day, knowing that, like you said, you got a big game coming up. We're going to have the jitters. You're going to be ready. But, you just got to stay calm. I'll probably sleep it off, take a nap. Hopefully next time I wake up, it's about that time to get ready. So.
And when we talk about rivalry games, you come from you were at Wisconsin, where it seems like they play a rivalry game every other week in that, in the Big Ten.
Right.
Just what are some differences that you've seen in the approach and the lead up to into the Apple Cup, and then Wisconsin, and just how they treat it?
The biggest difference, I would say, would be like, what would be the right word? I'd say the fans, to be honest, because this is a smaller town, so I'd say it's a more close-knit atmosphere. So, yeah, I would say that would be like the biggest difference. Madison was a little bit bigger city, and I don't want to say not everybody was for Wisconsin, but it's a bigger city, and it's more schools out there, So people have their opinions about their smaller schools versus Washington State being like the only one of the only football schools on this side of Washington, So a lot of people are rooting for Washington State on this side.
And then since you've been coming back for injury the last 3 weeks, it looks like the offensive line has been able to get some big holes for you. Are you seeing, that line making steady growth throughout the year?
For sure. Just watching them in practice every day, they want to get better, and I would say it starts with Connor, our center. He calls out the little mistakes because he wants the line to be perfect. He wants it down to the details, and that's what you do as a captain. So I'd say it starts with him, and they kind of just take after him. He has that mentality that he wants to be a dog every play. And I think that he's engraved that into the rest of our O-line. And I think that, not saying that they weren't dogs before, but I think that's why they're doing good now, is because, you know, Connor he's using his voice a little bit more. You know, he's leading up front for sure.
I got one more, sorry. Just, you know, I don't know how much of the history you know of this game, but there have been some big games by running backs in this. What would it mean to you to have a big game as a running back in a rivalry game?
It would mean a lot to me, you know, and going back to the O-line, I give all the credit to them, because without them, there is no me. So it would definitely mean a lot to have a big game, you know, last game, or besides the bowl game, last game of the season, home turf, you know, it would mean a lot. So.